dropped off today by a little kid. Just randomly. I immediately I busted out laughing. Because it was just the funniest, randomest shit. I was just minding my own business. And I was just driving. I even waved at the kid. But he was just standing there, holding on to something. And he put the middle finger up. It wasn't like a hardcore one. It was one of them where it's like he just like had it relaxed, like the middle finger with the thumb out too. Just as I was driving by, and I was hoping he was gonna be there when I came back out. I was gonna get the shit on camera. It's just some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Sorry, I'm yelling. I forgot how to do this shit. I haven't done it in a minute. I had like 49 stops today. I got one small box to take back to the station. I'm gonna go out and make some music. Yesterday was alright. Sat around the swimming pool with the neighbors. Had a couple soda pops. Shout out Andrew Santino. Shot the shit. Talk about memories and shit. Old school days. And I'm talking to homie Johnny right now. We were some stupid shits, man. There was one time I went through this like filmmaking phase. I wanted to be a director. Like I saw Saving Private Ryan and I was like, I want to make shit like that. So I told Johnny, I was like, bro, let's go to the fucking construction site and do this little technique I found out about. And we were like, get a stick, the ones that hold those long snake-like hay rolls. I don't know what the hell those things are used for, but they're like, they hold these hay rolls in place, and we put those in the ground, cover them with sand or dirt, and then stick like something where when we stepped on it, the stick would pop up behind our heel, and it looks like we're getting shot at. That's what, just stupid shit. We did some stupid shit. This can't be incriminating. It's past the 7-year thing, but we would take fire extinguishers and use them all over the fucking place. Damn, dude. Maybe that's illegal. I don't know. We weren't putting out no fires. Wink, wink. We would never start a fire. That's crazy. There was one time the homies got busted. This is wild, actually. We trolley hopped regularly. Like that was our daily after school activity, was to get on the trolley for free, go to the mall, just walk around. I don't know what we thought we were doing, but that was it. Sneak into movies and shit. Fight people. We put damn pennies on the trolley track, and it would flatten out like you get at the zoo and shit. But one time we were trolley hopping. No, let me go to the beginning. Shout out everybody in the story. I'm not naming anyone. Just know the homie was affiliated in the situation. I actually got two stories that are okay. So this girl, I think it was a birthday party or some shit. We were over there drinking, of course, underage. Parents were around, so it was cool. We were being watched, and I was macking on this girl. The homie was macking on that girl. I think it was the girl whose birthday party it was. And the mom came out, started calling. Well, the mom came out and got mad that her daughter was making out. And she goes, whatever this dad's name was, she goes, ba, get the bat, hurry up, your daughter's making out, ba, right? So me and the two homies, we packing our shit. I had a black JanSport backpack that I had brought with me to this party. Just so happens another dude at this party brought a black JanSport backpack. We got out of there with the quickness. I grabbed this guy's backpack. Don't know what happened to mine. We never made a transaction again after that situation. That's probably why I flunked out of school, because I didn't have my backpack. But anyway, we left this party and quit with the quickness and ended up sleeping on a fucking bridge under the stars. We did some rowdy shit. Slept on a homie's house one time on the roof with the homie who lived there. Like, we were like, bro, let's go to your old house. We went to his house, but there was nobody living there. We slept on the roof. This was like the day before the last day of school. I don't know what the hell, but anyway, so I got this kid's backpack. We ran out of this place because the dad came out with a bat. Like the day or two later, we're trolley hopping, and I got this backpack, and it's got the fucking. I'm not sorry. It's got a damn trolley pass, an active, legit trolley pass, and I was aware it was in there. So I already found out this isn't my backpack. I already knew this, and I knew this pass was in there. Anyway, we get busted at the freaking mall, at the trolley station. Stop. And two homies didn't have a pass, but I did. So they were sat down taking pictures of and blah blah blah. They're just trying to scare us or whatever. And I was like, well, I mean, I have a pass, but it's not mine. I kind of have it on accident. I was like, can I get my picture taken too? Just I didn't want to. I felt left out. I felt left out. So the cops took a picture of my tattoo, me sideways and shit. But yeah, I got a trolley pass from some dude on accident, and I still ended up getting in trouble with the law. I wasn't even in trouble. I felt like I was being left out because I had a pass. There was another time. Shout out to homie Miggy Smalls. Follow him on Instagram and shit. He makes dope ass music. He's an artist. Him and I, one time, we were at this. Well, we got invited to the homie's party or kickback, and it was at a hotel. And we were invited by these girls, like twins. Not twins, but they were sisters. So we're like, hell yeah. They were like, all right, where are we gonna pick you up? We're like, all right, we'll be at the school parking lot. Come get us there. They pull up, and there's this black dude driving. His name's Spider. No. Spider's in the passenger seat. And this cholo dude, like, I'm not exaggerating. I lean like a cholo. He could have sang that song. Like, and I would have been like, oh, he's legit. He's driving. And it's cool as fuck, but I don't even know how this happened. There's the two dudes in the front, and then there was two dudes in the back, plus the sisters in the back. So the homie and I had to get in the trunk. I make very bad decisions sometimes. We had to get in the trunk and to go to this party. It was like a 30-40 minute drive from where we were, from the pickup location to the hotel. We're in the trunk. We're like, dude, we're gonna die. We're joking around and shit. It's a whole thing. We get to this party, and the girls were like, they let whoever know we were there, and they sent down a middleman to bring us up. But really what it turns out to be was, okay, they got another story. It goes along with this one. I don't know how I'm alive. This guy that they send out, he stabbed somebody for real, and I think he's in prison or did prison time for it. I don't remember if the kid died or not. This guy stabbed somebody, right? That's who they send out. And I don't remember the timeline of this, but this guy he's a scary dude. Mad respect. Don't kill me, bro. He comes out and he's like, I mean, there's 6 dudes and 2 girls. He's like, I don't really like the vibe of this. I'm not sure I want to let y'all like follow me up to this hotel. But we could see where they were at, and we knew the people. We knew this guy, and we knew the people in the room. But this guy didn't like the people that drove us, or that we were riding with, in the trunk with. So he was like, I'm not sure about this vibe, right? And then our driver, he's kind of like, all right, man, well, the fuck you then, right? So then this dude goes, fuck you want to do, Holmes? You know, shit like that, right? Our driver pulls out a freaking gun, pulls out a gun, points it at this dude's chest, and the dude, mad respect, dude, don't kill me. He's got his hands up. He goes, I'm ready to go, Holmes, or some shit like that, right? I'm ready to die, Holmes. What you gonna do? Shit like that. I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to see a murder. All I wanted to do is hang out, drink a couple King Cobras or some shit. Like, I wasn't trying to see nobody get killed today, or a fight. I wasn't even trying to fight. I was trying to get, Anyway, that escalated very quickly and then very quickly de-escalated. Nothing happened. Not even a punch was thrown. But he goes back to the room, and we're like, our driver's like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. What if they come out with a gun or some shit? So we're like, all right, we agree. You pulled the gun on this guy. We gotta go. So now me and the homie, we're back in the truck now, and we're driving away from this hotel where we could see them and the doors open and shit. And we're like, oh, what if they pull out an automatic weapon and they start shooting at the car? Well, we're in the trunk. This is what me and the homie are talking about as we're in the trunk driving off. We're like, we're gonna be the first to die. We're in the fucking trunk. We're fucking terrified. And there's nothing we could do at that point. We're already in the trunk, on the move. We get back into town where they picked us up. Now we've been in the trunk over an hour, like all combined. So we get out, it's dark as fuck out. We go to this place high up in the mountains. I don't know if I said this, but this was in California. And it's not up in the mountains, it's on this one big ass mountain that you can see like 2 counties clearly. You can see all of Lakeside and all of Santee. Oh, also El Cajon you can see a lot of. I think that's what it was. You can see like 3 different counties or whatever. Those aren't counties, because San Diego's the county, and then all these little cities are inside that county. I don't know how this shit works. It's odd, but that's where we were. The dude pulls the gun out again. He goes, guys, it's not even real. And he starts popping off like pellets or some shit. And we're like, oh my god, dude, you pulled out that? What would have happened if he had come at you with it? Like, he thought, what would have happened if he had one that was real? What the fuck? Anyway, the story that correlates with this one is the guy that didn't want us to come up there, that stabbed somebody. One of his cousins or his nephews, they had beef with me and Johnny for some reason. I don't know. We all played basketball. They were never on our team. I wasn't even aware. I just knew who they were because they were twins. I wasn't aware of any beef at all, period. I don't know if we beat them at some point badly. I don't know what happened. But I had heard through one of the homies that these two, the twins, the nephews of this guy that stabbed somebody, or the cousins, whatever, they're related to this guy. They want to fight. The twins want to fight me and Johnny at your boy at Go Home Johnny. So I was like, all right, well, I don't know what over, but we can throw down. That'd be fun, actually. 2-on-2, fuck yeah. So I go talk to him at lunch. I'm like, dude, I'm game. You want to do this? We can do this. I don't have a problem with you. I don't know what's up, but I'm down. I don't know what happened with Johnny and the other dude, but they didn't end up throwing down. They just like, so this dude tells me, all right, we're gonna go to Mass Park. That's in our little neighborhood there. After school, Mass Park. So I'm like, all right. I was nervous as fuck because I knew these guys. They're intimidating. They're an intimidating duo. They're bad motherfuckers. They're kind of like, I would say, my days. What the hell are those guys' names? The twins in the UFC. This was like my generation of those guys. And so I was like, all right. And I wasn't trained. I could box a little bit, but I'm not no UFC fighter. And I knew dudes that we went to school with that were training in that shit. I didn't know what they knew or didn't know. I just agreed to throw down with the dude because he put it on the table. So I'm walking. I'm nervous as fuck. I'm by myself, mind you. I should not be alive. Son, don't ever do something like this. If you're listening. I go to the park on my own. Johnny's not there. I'm thinking, oh, all the homies are going to come, you know. It's not like they didn't know. I get there. This dude's got the brother, the uncle or cousin, the one that stabbed somebody, in this same park. Okay? They're all there. And then he's got the whole squad there. And I'm like, alright, well, I can't back out now. I'm fucking here. So we go, I'm thinking we're just about to get it on the basketball court or something. And they go, nah, we gotta go back in the woods back here. I'm like, oh, fuck. Nobody knows. Like, nobody in my family knows what I'm doing. Only the homies. And none of my homies are there. Not a single one. So I'm like, I might die. There's a very high percentage likeliness I'm dead. So I go back there. Daddy ain't backing out. Mama ain't raised no bitch. So I follow him back into the fucking woods. We go around. We take a little spit break. Neither one of us got hurt at all, really. It just, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I wouldn't even have called it a fight. But then we went a second round, and he feels for his ears. He's like, oh, I'm missing an earring. So I'm thinking we're gonna go 3. So I bring it up. I'm like, are you gonna keep looking for your earring, or are we gonna get this third round in? And he was like, I gotta find my earring. So I was like, all right, well, I mean, that sounds like a back out of the third round. I mean, I was game to go. Let's get it. But so in my mind, I won this fight, and I'm like, no, they're not gonna let me out of here winning the fight. I don't know how they looked at it, but I didn't get my ass kicked, and I didn't give up either. So. Also, I don't think I got hit in the face, and I definitely got a couple face shots. Clearly, his fucking earring was missing. So I'm like, I'm not going to get... Now I'm definitely getting jumped. For sure. Because I had confidence. I was like, oh, I just won this fight. And they're not going to let me get away with this. I don't know how the fuck. I've got what do you call that? Pronoia. I just found this term out today. You learn something new every day. It's, instead of paranoia, pronoia is where you think the universe is out for you, not out to get you. I have this. I just found it out. I didn't know I had this, but I have this. Because I always go with this, something's got my back, something's watching out for me. I have really believed this shit, so I'm fucking crazy. I got pronoia. Just what's that word? Diagnosis right there. But that seems like what it is. It's got to be something. We all walk out. I don't remember if you found this area or not. We walk out. I'm alive. They didn't jump me. And this was with the dude that stabbed somebody. I was like, how the fuck? It must have been. He must have done this after, because he did time. I don't know the timeline. I just know they were all there, and I was like fucking terrified. Yeah, that's it. Just wild shit. Back in the day, man, Daddy was stupid. Don't listen to me, bud. Also, don't do the shit I did. This is why this is a part of this podcast, is so you can learn what not to do. My son, I'm not talking to you people. If you're listening, I appreciate you listening, but really, this is, especially these stories, that's for my son. I was very dumb. I didn't graduate high school. Still don't know how to spell restaurant. But I know how to walk into a jungle with a bunch of freaking savages. And now, I don't know, shout out to this dude. The one, I don't remember which one I fought, but one of the brothers liked my damn video on Instagram. Shout out him. And I did reach out. One time I got drunk, and I reached out to one of them, one of the twins. I don't remember if it was the one I fought or not. But I reached out and I was like, dude, I'm not, like, I hope we have no beef. Like, I never hated you. I never was mad at you or nothing. I don't know why we fought, but I just heard fucking something, like, someone told me that y'all wanted to fight me and the homie, so I was just saying I was down, because nobody really says that. Like, if I'm down for a fight. Not anymore, but back in the day, I got a kid now. I ain't trying to die about, I ain't trying to break nothing. But back in the day, shit, I was ready to throw down. It was odd or rare that someone was like, I'm fighting you. Like, I thought it would happen a lot more often, and it didn't. There's another time, I think maybe I said this already, but me and the homie Johnny was walking down the damn street, going to either to a party. No, we were going to the homie's, like, kickback, sit there and do some light petting and cuddling with our girlfriends at the time to watch a movie. So we dressed up and shit, you know, ready. We smelling good. I got the chocolate Axe spray, my all brown clothes, my oversized shorts, and my freaking stupid ass Dickies. Anyway, I'm feeling fancy, right? I cut my widow's peak and I got a fucking blue triangle on my forehead, thinking I'm slick. That was the definition of cultural appropriation. That used to be the definition of it. I still have, I found out last night I speak Ebonics. I didn't know that was I didn't know the term, but my shit is not Christian, that's for sure. And I'm not, I just might have been accidentally racist. I don't know. I'm not trying to say Ebonics isn't Christian. I'm just saying my speech is not white Christian. That's what I mean. That's what I meant to say. So we were going to this kickback thing, and this car full of 5 dudes pulls up. 4 or 5 dudes. And they roll the windows down and they go, "Hey, Holmes, where y'all from?" And I was like, "I'm from Wisconsin." Homie Johnny was like, Rampton Arms or some shit, whatever the fucking apartment complex was called at the time. But I was like, "I'm from Wisconsin." These guys just drove off, but we both stood there like ready to go. We were like 13, 14 years old. These dudes were like in high school or graduated already. Like, they were driving, so they were fucking old. And we were like ready to throw down with these fucking dudes. We were like standing our ground. I didn't know what they meant. We didn't know they meant gang culture. Like, what you rapping, what you banging, what you claiming. We didn't know that that's what he was saying. Or they were saying, whoever the fuck it was. I just thought he meant, where am I from? And when somebody asks me where I'm from, I say Wisconsin. Because that's where I'm from. So they were like, oh, these kids ain't worth it. Maybe they were just trying to scare us to begin with. But in the moment, I thought we were going to fucking have to throw down with these fellas. It didn't happen that way. Anyway, I'm at the station. I'm about to drop this little box off. And then I'll get back into something. I got another story. I got another one. From my sons. Daddy went to the mall one day by himself. Because, Daddy's a traveler. Daddy's a wanderer. Also a nomad. If that's a thing. I don't know the definition of nomad, but it sounds cool. And I don't know if the phrase or the saying is no man's land or nomad's land. Don't know. It'd be dope to know, but I don't. It's weird to think of things you don't know that you could just type in it, say to Google. I still find myself like asking people questions about shit. Like, what's this? What's that? What's this mean? How many is blah blah blah? Just shit. I could just ask a fucking phone, but I feel like talking to people more than I do a fucking device. So I prefer to ask people. Where was I? Oh yeah, Daddy went to the mall one time by myself, and I had this cool ass MP3 player. It looked like a little pebble. It was literally the size of like a 50-cent piece, maybe a tad bit bigger. And I did say bigger with a B-I-G. Big. And not I can't sleep, I toss and turn. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Damn, dude. Please don't cancel me. I'm just rapping, and I'm not saying the bad words, so... I mean, how is that... I know that's not Biggie that sings that. I know this. That was just, it's like freestyling. I'm trying to use words that aren't offensive. And it might have just been offensive on accident. Again. So I'll just apologize right now. I'm sorry. That's my apology for what I just said. I saw this thing. Shout out, who's the bald guy? Steve, fuck. He does Family Feud. Steve. Son of a bitch! I keep thinking Steve Irwin, but it's not him, mate. Crikey, mate. It's not him. It's not him, mate. Steve Irwin. Steve. Fuck, dude. It'll pop into my head anyway. I don't even know why I brought that up. Oh, he was saying... yeah, I'm not gonna... If I've already apologized for some shit I've done it. Fuck what you think about what I've done or about me because of what I've done. You can't live life... You can't drive a car staring into the rearview mirror. I was like, damn, that's dope. That's deep. Steve, what the fuck is his name? Dude, this is probably so fucking... For somebody, if anybody's listening to this, you're probably so mad at me right now. I got dad brain. Steve Jobs, Steve Irwin. Anyway, so I go to the mall with my MP3 player, minding my own business. I come across this dude. I'm just gonna shout him out. He's probably dead. This guy was so crazy. Okay, so here's the situation I put myself in. I didn't even put myself in this situation. I went to the mall thinking I was gonna sneak into a movie, whatever. I like to walk around and listen to my music on full volume. And I see the homie. Before this situation, I thought he was like, I looked up to him like an uncle kinda. And he wasn't way older than me, he was just a lot older than me. And we're kicking it. He goes, dude, can I listen to your MP3 player? I'm like, sure, you know, I'm not, what am I, no, you can't listen to my MP3 player, right? So I let him listen to it. He goes, I'm gonna keep this. I'm like, well, you can't, but you can listen to it, you know, not knowing I'm about to get robbed. So he's keeping it, and I got a knife in my pocket. That's how Daddy travels on his own. When Daddy's on his lonesome, he got a knife. Not on his person, always, but back in the day, I thought I was badass. And I was ready to get it, so I just kept it on me if I was on my own. I was like, dude, don't make me use this knife. I didn't say this to him, but in my head, I'm like, now I'm frustrated. Now my throat's closing up. I'm feeling fiery on the inside. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to use this fucking knife to get my shit back. There's no way this is happening like this. The situation just turned. So now he's got my MP3 player. He's not giving it back. I'm not fighting him over it. I'm still just, everything's internal. I'm ready to fucking lose it on this guy. I'm like, how am I gonna get my MP3 player back without putting this knife to this guy? Because if I fight, I can't fight this guy one-on-one. He's fucking huge. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna get my ass kicked, and my MP3 player is gonna be gone. Plus anything I have on me. Didn't have cell phones at the time. And I mean, we had cell phones, but I didn't personally. I don't think a lot of the homies did either. Like, we were late to the game. Late as fuck to the game. And looking back now, I'm like, how the fuck did we... How would I send my kid to school without a phone if he's like 12? Now. And I'm like, dude, we did that regularly without a problem. So I'm ready to throw down with this guy by any means necessary. I'm getting my fucking MP3 player back. But he brings up, now we're side by side walking through the mall, and I'm sitting here trying to get my fucking MP3 player back, but not saying it because he's got my headphones in, listening to my music that I illegally downloaded from LimeWire. This was back in the day. This got to be past. It's a 7-year, whatever you call it. So can't arrest me for that shit. It's not my fault. The damn music companies wanted to be greedy and try to charge the same amount of money you would pay for a CD, a physical copy of something that's just unlimited on the internet, and they wanted the same amount of money for shit. And he goes, dude, let's fight somebody, right? I want to fight somebody. So I'm like, alright. I see these 3 dudes. I'm like, go get those guys right there. Let's go get those guys. I swear, I kid you not. This guy goes up to the guy in the middle. I don't know what he said. I was at a distance. But he told me, hold the MP3 player. So I got my MP3 player now. And I'm watching him confront this fucking guy. But daddy's stupid curiosity holding ass. Having ass. Curiosity having ass. Is intrigued by the situation. So now I'm watching these 3 guys surround this guy that just was about to steal my MP3 player. I was hoping he was going to get his ass kicked so I could just get out of there with my MP3 player. I was young. Nobody in the mall would have had any idea I was affiliated with this guy. And I really wasn't. It was an accident. Anyway, he's fighting these 3 guys now in the mall. Nobody's coming to help him. I'm not. I'm standing there like, alright, this is what you get, you fuck. I hope you get your ass kicked right now. He comes over, he's out of breath. He goes, why didn't you help me? I'm like, those are 3 guys. I'm gonna get jumped. I'm gonna get hurt with you. Why would I? That's fucking ridiculous. I'm a kid. You're a grown-ass man. I'm not gonna fucking... When you said I want to get in a fight, I didn't know you actually meant for me to come fight too. I didn't, you know. I'm 14 years old. I don't come to the mall looking for a fight. I just came to listen to music, look at pretty girls. Maybe get a Dippin' Dots. I don't know. So he comes back. More of the long story short is he got my MP3 player, kept it. Now I'm out the most awesome MP3 player I've ever had. It was like a white marble. It was so cool. And it was on my end. That was my fault. What the fuck is that guy's name? Steve Carell. Damn, it's one of my favorite. Steve Harvey. The reason I remember it is because Steve Harvey in the mornings. Me and my mom used to listen to that on the way to school. While we're drinking McDonald's Cokes. They got that special shit that gives you diarrheas. That special syrup. Here's a fact. McDonald's has their own fucking version of Coke. their own like patented version of Coca-Cola. I don't know how you work that out, but they do. And their shit gives you diarrhea. Maybe not diarrhea, but it makes your stomach hurt. For sure. And it is addicting. I haven't had one forever, but it is. I forgot his name again. Steve Harvey. Okay? I forgot why I brought up Steve Harvey or was thinking him in the first place. Oh, that's because he said that thing about you can't drive a car staring in the rear view. Forgive me. I know I've said some offensive shit, and I don't mean to be offensive. Or racial, like that. It's coming off the top, you know? Can't really think of any other crazy fight stories. Oh, the reason I met the homie Johnny was because he was getting in a fight with two dudes on the schoolyard, in the yard. And I was like, well, that's not fair. And I was dorky as fuck. I had long curly hair. I was just a geek. I came out of a school where the school I went to where this happened was right after I was at the school where I put fucking needles in my boot and kicked the wall to test it out, and it fucking came back and hit my toe. And I was like, well, that's not gonna work to fight bullies, so let's take those out. Right after this is where I met the homies, where I became who I am. So anyway, he's fighting these two dudes. I'm like, well, that's not fair. So I fucking go over there and I clothesline the two dudes that are fighting this one dude. Clothesline him like I'm a WWE star or some shit. Who do I think I am? I don't know. Point is, the one dude gets on my back and now I'm fighting the other guy. So the dude's on my back hitting my side of the head, and I'm like, whatever. He's tinier than me. I was kind of tall for my age, and not. I mean, I was knocking him back. You know, I was holding my hand. I was what are you holding my hand? Whatever that's called. I was carrying my weight. So I had a dude on my neck. He's got his left arm's around my neck. His legs are wrapped around my fucking torso, and his right hand, he's pounding my head. And I'm fighting, just straight up, hands up, fighting this other dude, while the other homie, Johnny, he's recuperating or whatever the fuck from getting jumped. And that's how we became friends. That's my brother till death. That motherfucker's... We gotta talk about something when we do a podcast. He went through a very, what do you call that thing? Traumatic experience recently with the other homie. I'd like to talk to them both at the same time about it. But yeah, that's kind of, I guess I forgot about it, but that's now that I bring up these fighting stories, that pops into my mind, and I really want to talk to him about it. It sounded traumatic. Yeah, I don't really have any other fight stories that I can think of. Oh, we used to do body. Oh, no, I got some. Yeah, here we go. So my mom threw a pencil at my arm and the lead stuck in it. That's where I got the tattoo. My mom says mom, and then in the center of the there's where the lead stuck. So she gave me my first tattoo, and it didn't hurt that bad. So I didn't know what that would feel like, and I really never wanted to find out, but I found out, and it didn't hurt that bad. But I had put lead. Shout out to homie, the one that said I stepped on his face, and I definitely did not step on his face. We used to do these riots in the wall ball court. We would have a fucking riot with pencils and the sewing needle we put in the top of the mechanical pencil. We were fucking savages. And we would do it in the wall ball court so that the narcs wouldn't see us. Man, we would time it out too. There'd be like 13 to 14 of us going ham on each other in the fucking wall ball court with, I swear to God, our school was like a fucking prison. We were going ham on each other. I put lead in motherfuckers. In two dudes' arms, homies, to this day, I'd take a bullet for both of these guys. I put physical pencil lead in their bodies. Through this fucking riot shit we would ritually do. I just put that word in there. It sounds cool. It wasn't a ritual thing, but we did it regularly. And also, we would do That's the other thing. All these things that we've done with lead and shit, my mom's the only one to ever put lead in me. Ain't that some shit? Shout out my mom. And then we'd play body shots in the bathrooms and by the locker room or whatever. The locker room was locked, but there was always this black gate that was locked to the locker room. That was only open for PE. Shout out the Prospect Panthers. Champions, baby. Anyway, we would have body shots in there. And I had this one dude, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the rules. I just knew you couldn't punch him in the face. So I was going ham on this dude, and his shirt ended up coming over his head somehow. I don't remember if I did it. I don't remember if he did it. I don't remember if it was an accident. It was just situational. But his shirt was over his face, and I was fucking going at him. I was getting him in the ribs. I don't know how it got broken up. I think I just gave up because I was like, well, this isn't fair. Something like that. I don't remember. But there was this one dude. When he would go, I was terrified. I never went against him. I can't remember if I did or not. I want to say I never did. Because when he would hit you, the fucking walls shook. Like if you were up on the wall and he was hitting you, the walls were fucking. It was wild scary. And that was the shit we did as kids. And our group, we were like men at that age too. Like we were tall. Like I don't think any of us grew at all. The one dude who's I'm talking about right now, the dude that you could hear his punches through the fucking walls, I don't think he grew at all for sure, because I'm taller than him now, but at the time he was like really tall. Maybe I grew then. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I wasn't 6 foot in 6th grade. That's ridiculous. But there were 6 foot in 6th grade. There's this dude, real big dude. He was a big white guy. Had this spiky, like little spiky frosted tip hair. Looked like Chef, what's his name? Guy Fieri. Excuse me. He was big. This guy might be dead too. But and he wore the skin. I still to this day don't know if skin is racist, like a racist brand or whatever. And I don't see it anymore at all. It was a fucking thing back in the day. Maybe it's just a California thing, but I don't see any skin shit in Kentucky. But he was just giant, maybe 1.5 feet taller than me. And at the time, I was feeling myself hardcore, but I think he was just letting me do it because he knew he could crush me like a fucking ant. But I was going in, I felt like Floyd Mayweather, because he wasn't getting me and I was getting him, like good. Well, I thought it was good, but it wasn't really affecting him. He had a lot to lose. So my punches weren't really doing any damage. But he wasn't getting me, so I felt good about that. So I was throwing him down, and I wasn't getting anything back. So Daddy felt like Floyd Mayweather for a minute. Shout out Floyd Mayweather. I saw you, bro. Yeah, it's a good day. It's sunny out. 5:42 p.m. Might stop at the gas station where the guy fucked up 2 days ago. Or was that yesterday? It was yesterday, I think. I can't remember. The lady I go pick up packages for at Maker's Mart. Shout out Maker's Mart. When she's not there, the shit I leave or bring to her, it stays there in the little room I bring it. And sometimes like they have a lot of stuff for me to pick up. And I'm just so, I don't know, fog-brained that if it's still there, I'll pick it up. Like I'll scan it in as a pickup, even though I just brought it yesterday. So it's a delivery, but I'm scanning it as a pickup. And I noticed it, but I still scanned the shit and I was gonna take it. as a pickup. That would have been stupid. I don't even know why I brought that up. I have no idea why I brought that up. It's the end of the day. It's nice out. 82 degrees. I did end up cutting the ex-wife's grass yesterday. Hung out with my son a little bit. He's cute as hell. We were eating popsicles. I said, because he knows what water is. I pointed at my water bottle. I was like, "Did you get Daddy's water bottle?" I was sweating my ass off. Shout out this shit plastic thing I bought that's supposed to cool your neck hair, or air your neck off, or whatever the hell it's supposed to do, from Walmart. $20-something down to fucking shitter. Damn, I got a dirty mouth. Anyway. Oh shit. I don't remember where I was at. Where I left off. Y'all have a good day. Good Tuesday night. It is Tuesday night. I don't remember if I said Monday or not. Yeah, y'all have a good Tuesday night. Talk to you later. Don't do anything I want to do. I love y'all. Bye-bye.